Intermittent fasting can be an excellent tool to help with health and weight loss for most people. But in this video, I'm going to talk about when I noticed intermittent fasting didn't work. So if you're interested in all that, please keep watching. Hi everyone, I'm Kelli Jones with HeroAwakens.com and welcome to my channel. So today I am going to talk about when intermittent fasting doesn't work. I love intermittent fasting. That's what I'm doing right now to help lose weight. But there's a few things that I have learned in the last few months that I kind of have to do to make sure that it works for me, and a few things that I can't do in order to make it work for me. So today I'm going to share those things that I have learned in hopes that they help you too if you decide to use intermittent fasting as a way to help you with weight loss and health goals. Intermittent fasting is it's when you fast, go without eating for periods of time, like intermittently. There's many different types of intermittent fasting where you can fast for the day or just for certain hours within the day, and there's another video where I talk a little bit more about that, and it's just what is intermittent fasting, and there's also lots of information out there on that. But just in a nutshell, intermittent fasting is just when you fast intermittently. But a couple of common ways to do intermittent fasting is where you fast for 16 hours and then eat for 8 hours within an 8-hour window. So, it's like, so every day you're eating, you're not fasting for days and days at a time. That's probably one of the most popular ways that people are using intermittent fasting right now, is to just kind of like within each day, taking a break, giving your body a break from having to digest food, and helps it repair. It's really helping with my tummy and repairing it, because it gives my whole digestive system a break from having to do anything for 16 hours each day. Or sometimes I'll just fast for 12 hours, and so it's 12 hours that I'll have a break. I started intermittent fasting earlier this summer after some health problems. I had been doing the keto diet and I really enjoyed it, and but I had some health things that came up with my tummy, and my doctor had to put me on a different diet, which kept me from being able to eat that low of carbs. So I started intermittent fasting as a way to shift into another way of losing weight, since I could no longer do keto, at least for the time being. I may do keto again later. But for now, I'm just doing intermittent fasting. I've been so grateful because it's worked so well. It kept me, like every other time with weight loss, when hard things come up like that, I just I can't do that right now. So I'm just going to stop and start back when life is easier or better. And that had just happened to me so many times in the last few years that earlier this summer, when all this started happening, I was just like, I can't stop again. I just can't do it. I've got to keep going. And so just right midweek, I just shifted into doing this, and I was so glad that it worked, and it was simple. I was going through all these other things, so it was kind of hard to think about a big diet change and everything, but intermittent fasting, it was so simple for me to just shift into that, and I just continued to track my food and everything, and it just helped. It helped so much with the hunger and things like that. So that's how I got to doing it. Intermittent fasting just basically allows the body to use stored energy, because you're not eating, so it will go to those resources in order to get energy for your body. So it helps in burning off excess body fat. For me personally, I have felt like it's more helped with my hunger in order to be able to track my food, because in the past, when I would just track my food and that alone, and I didn't do intermittent fasting, I would just be so hungry it was hard for me to stick to tracking. But giving my body a break from digesting the food and all, it just seems like it's really helped with my hunger pangs. Okay, so in this video though, I'm going to talk about, this is my experience of when intermittent fasting was not working for me, and 3 things that I have figured out that kept intermittent fasting from working for me, and I thought I'd share them with you guys. So in case you're new with intermittent fasting, and these things maybe will save you some time from having to learn the hard way like I did. So there's just 3 things, the big things that I figured out kept intermittent fasting from working for me, and here they are. So number 1 is I figured out really fast that I really needed to continue to track my food, like on an app, I use Carb Manager. Some people use MyFitnessPal, but it's so easy to overeat if you're not tracking. And if you eat too much, it doesn't matter what you're doing, or at least in my experience, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I eat too much, I'm not going to lose weight, and it also can hurt you health wise too. So I made sure and continued to track my food, because like if in the window that you're able to eat each day, or however you do intermittent fasting, within that window, if you're eating massive amounts of food, then you're not going to lose weight. And then plus your body's probably going to spend most of that fasting time digesting that massive amount of food, and that still puts a toll on your digestive system, and it's going to keep you from losing weight. So you kind of have to be mindful of how much you're eating. And so if you're not tracking, at least be careful to notice how much food you're eating each day, to make sure you're not eating tons and tons of food that will keep you from losing weight. Number 2, the big thing that I also noticed with intermittent fasting is that I didn't continue to like graze on food, snack on food during my eating window, because like kind of the point of it is to give your tummy a break and give your pancreas a break from producing insulin and having to do all of this work to digest your food. It gives your body a break from releasing the glucose. So your body's able to repair during this fasting time. So if you go like 8 hours a day, if you're doing the 16-8 where you fast for 16 hours and eat for 8 hours, and during the 8 hours you just graze the whole time, at least in my experience, other people may be different, but in my experience it just seemed like it kind of kept the idea of intermittent fasting from working for me. It kind of kept my hunger going. And it's because for me, if I graze, it seems like I just kind of stay hungry. But when I take a break is when I don't know, it's like my tummy will quit sending those hunger signals. So anyway, so that's the other thing I noticed, is within the eating window is to not continue to graze like the whole time, nibble and snack on food the whole time. Okay, and then number 3, the third thing that I figured out kept intermittent fasting from working for me was my food choices during my eating time. If I chose unhealthy foods, then it kind of keeps you from having the energy. It may make you feel weak during the fasting time. Your body needs these nutrients to keep going. So to keep your energy and keep yourself healthy and feeling good, it's important to still make healthy choices when you are eating. Eat healthy food so that it helps further the benefits of intermittent fasting. So if you're giving your tummy a break, or giving your body a break from having to do all this work to digest food, but you're also, when you are eating, supplying it with the nutrients to heal and give you energy and be strong, then it's really going to help intermittent fasting work so much more for you. And then another thing is that if you get weak because you're not eating the right kinds of foods, you're going to get hungrier when you are fasting, which is going to keep you from being able to do that well. So that's the 3 things that I figured out to do with intermittent fasting that helped it work for me anyway, and I hope that they help you as well. And I would love to hear from you what you think of intermittent fasting. If you've tried it, or you just thinking about it, you may have done it for a while and know way more about it than I do. That wouldn't take much. I'm really new at it. So I would love to hear. Please let me know in the comments. Tell me what your experience with it is. Okay, so now what week is this? Oh, okay, so now I'm gonna do my week 5 weigh-in. Here we go. Hi, I'm gonna weigh in. It is 8:02 Tuesday, June 22nd, 2021. And I'll put my phone there so that y'all can see the scale. .2. Wow. 2:35 yesterday. That's so cool. Okay, so we see 2:34.2. So that's let's see the first. It's 8:03 Tuesday, June 22nd, 2021. Woohoo! Yes. So 5 weeks now. Well, actually for 3 weeks straight now with the intermittent fasting, I've been losing weight. I'm so happy. Wow. So I've lost 2.6 pounds. So let's see. I'm looking at my numbers. Let's see. So last week I weighed 237.6, and this week I weighed 234. So I lost 2.6 pounds. Yes. This is so cool. I'm so glad that this seems to be working. Yay. There is another thing I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about. It's new, it's something I'm just now putting together, but like I have some other groups that I'm involved with for different things through Facebook, through YouTube, through private groups on Facebook where we encourage each other, motivate each other with other things that I'm doing in life, and I've just gotten so much from those groups. And so I was thinking that, and we'll get together and meet like on Zoom, we'll meet virtually and kind of chat about our goals and what we're doing. And it has just been, it's been life-changing for me. It's been such a positive impact on my life. I really wanted to try to put something together with all of this, and I'm just now putting it together, so I'm not sure exactly how it will, the final, how it will be, and I'm sure it will still change. But what I'm kind of thinking about doing is putting together a way to have virtual meetings each week to help encourage each other and motivate each other, like a support system with our health and weight loss goals. Not really a diet, like you don't have to do intermittent fasting or keto or just whatever is working for you. We're all such different people. We all have different things that are best for our own bodies, and so it's not really about that, but more just about a way to share our struggles each week and to share our wins, what's going well with our health, with the scale, is that going well, or measurements, or our clothes, or a good doctor's report, things like that. Just however, whatever wins. And then are there things like I just can't seem to find the right diet, and other people may have ideas of things, healthy things to try, just different ways, just a way to just be there for each other and support each other and hold each other accountable in a very friendly and welcoming way. Just the idea of getting together will keep it in your mind and keep it positive, and in a very natural and positive way will encourage you to stick to your goals. So I don't know. So I'm thinking about putting something like that together. If you're interested, if this is something that you think would help you and you would like to be a part of it, I'm going to be updating ideas for meetings or group coaching, or I don't know. I'm trying to just kind of decide how I want to do it, but I'm going to have it on my website, aheroawakens.com. I'll put it here, and I'll have a link to it in the description. And so yeah, I'd love to see you there. I don't know. I just think it would really help me too, and I don't know. I just feel like there may be other people who feel like I do, and it may be a way to help all of us. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. Okay, so I think that's about everything. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, so stick to your goals. Don't give up. If you have any issues or problems, put them in the comments. We can help each other. And anything you're doing, any wins, please share that as well. Oh, that would be so cool to hear. And please always remember that it is never too late. You're never too far gone. It hasn't been too long for you to work towards the life that you really want to have and accomplish your goals and make your dreams come true. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.